Now the basic question is that why we need a negative number. Now if you take, we have always, as usual, we have studied that if the subtract is greater number from the smaller number, that is, if I have to do 3 minus 8, now what will be my result? Similarly, if I take 4 minus 11, what will be my result? Now here the result part is not coming out to be a whole number, because what we have studied in the whole number is a positive set of numbers. So in this case, we have to extend our number system. That means whatever we have studied up till now, we have to extend it, and we have to extend it to the another group of number called negative number. These numbers are said to be negative number, as you can say, because here the result will be coming out to be a negative number. Now let us see the importance of the negative number. Now if you see this diagram, from this diagram, the two temperature thermometer showing the two different temperature. In this one you can see 40 degrees Celsius, and this one you will be having minus 10 degrees Celsius. See, the negative role of the negative is coming up here. So here we can say that there are two types of integers. Now the integers has been divided into the two parts. One is the positive integer, starting from positive integers, which consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And the negative integers, which are minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on. So these are said to be the negative integers. And the collection of numbers, we can, we'll start from the dot, then placing a comma, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on is called. So this is how the definition of integer is coming up. So as we have studied, there are two types of numbers, as you can see in your practical life, having a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. If you go to the desert or any hot place, so you will definitely find the temperature is having a 40 degrees Celsius. Temperature is very high. Or you are having a hot curry, again the temperature is high. At the same time, when you are going for the hill stations, definitely the temperature goes down. In that case, you are having a feeling of coldness is there, and in that case this is becoming a negative temperature. If you go to the Himalaya ranges, all these are having a negative temperature. Or you are having an ice cream, you are enjoying the ice cream, again what you are enjoying here, a negative temperature. And if you wait for some time, if you are in some hot country, then definitely what will happen, because of the temperature, the ice cream will start melting, and it will become a normal one. So in that case, the temperature is been coming to a positive time. So, and if we mix these two set of numbers, which is having a negative number, 0 is also there, playing a very important role, and a positive number is called a set of integer. And here I like to tell you the most important thing, that is 0 is not having any sign. It is neither positive nor negative. So we can say here that 0 is neither positive nor negative. Now moving on to the next topic, that is the number line, a very important, and comparison of integers. As you must have seen this number line. Again here the 0 I placed it here. See, it's coming in the middle. It's not necessary, depending upon your choice of numbers, you can place the 0. It can come here. If you place the 0 here, the negative numbers will be very less and all will be positive number. And the positive numbers, as you will know, and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and so on. So from this number line, what I can conclude, that all the positive numbers are to the right of zeros. So if you take the right hand side, this is right hand side. We used to say it mathematically in the form RHS. So RHS always consist of positive numbers. From the 0. If you move zeros toward the right hand side, you are sitting here, and towards your right hand side, all will be the positive numbers. And the second thing, all the negative numbers are to the left of zeros. And if you take the left hand side, you can see here the left hand side we used to represent in the mathematically as LHS. And here we are taking all the negative numbers. So here we can say the third thing, we can say that the numbers are arranged in the ascending order. That is, they are written in the increasing order from left to right. This is my left hand side and this is my right hand side. When you are moving from here to here, then what is happening? The numbers are increasing from left to right. Very important point here. And the last one, every number is smaller than any other number on the right hand side. So we can say, conclude from here, that as you move on from that is 1 and 2, if you compare, definitely 2 is bigger and 1 is smaller. Similarly, if you say here minus 4 and minus 3, then minus 3 is smaller and minus 4 is more smaller as compared to minus 3, and so on. So we can have a greater than sign, less than sign, depending upon from the conclusion. So what I can, if I have to compare between minus 5 and minus 2. So what sign I should place is, as I said to you, the smallest number will be on the left hand side. Here the smallest number, the left hand side consists of the smallest number and right hand side consists of the greatest number. So what we can conclude from here, that is between minus 5 and 2. Minus 5 is toward the left hand side and minus 2 is toward the right hand side. So definitely we have to open the mouth toward the minus 2 and minus 5 will be the smaller number. So this is how we are concluding from the number line, and we are easily able to compare, provided you remember that the left hand side on a number line comes out to be the smallest and on the right hand side it comes out to be the greatest. Now students will discuss about the absolute value of a number. Now absolute value, what does it mean? Absolute value of a number, I will write down the definition for this one, very practical definition. Absolute value of a number is the distance of that number, very important thing. It's what's the distance of that particular number from 0 on the number line. A very important thing. I suppose it should be clear to you. Absolute value. What does the absolute value of a number means here? Is the distance of that number. That means we need to calculate the distance from the 0. That means if I take it this 0 as here, you can see here on the number line, and I need to calculate the distance from here to here. How much will be the distance? 3. I will never be saying minus 3. Whatever direction if you move toward the right hand side or left hand side or upward or downward, always the distance will be taken positive. And if I move here from 0 to 5, how much distance I traveled? 5. So if I move from 0 to minus 4, how much distance I traveled? 4. So we can conclude from here the definition of this absolute, which is represented by the bar sign here. Absolute of x will be equal to x if x is greater than or equal to 0. That means if a number is a positive number, the result will be kept here as it is. But in the case of negative number, that is if x is a negative number, then again it will be coming out to be here, this time it will be minus of x. And we'll write the condition here if x is coming out to be less than 0. That means less than 0 means it's a negative number. I don't know whether you have an idea about this one, greater than or lesser than sign. This represent for x is less than 0, that represent for a negative number. And here this represent for positive number. And positive number here they are also including the 0 also, because they have placed this equal sign also. So if your x is a positive, then keep your result as it is. And if your x is coming out to be negative, then give one more minus sign. So in total what will happen, the negative of the number, the result will be coming out to be equals to plus 3. So absolute value of a number, we can say that it is never a negative number. It is always a positive number. Now let us take some of the example based to better understanding of the absolute sign. Now if you take some example here I take absolute of minus 9. So definitely what will be my result coming out to be here? As per the definition, since this is a negative number, so you have to place one more minus sign, and the 2 minus sign will be converted to plus sign. So the results comes out to be equals to 9. Now if I take absolute of 0, as it comes in the first category, as we have explained it earlier, that if the number is coming out to be 0 or a positive number, the result is kept as it is. Now if I take one more very good example, negative of minus 10. Now as I explained it to you, if it is having a minus sign inside the absolute sign, see, most important thing is here, the minus sign is coming inside the absolute sign and it is also coming outside the absolute sign. So what will happen here? So we have to place the final answer as minus of 10, because this minus will not play any role. Now as you know that absolute of any negative number, minus 5, what will be the result? It will be coming out to be 5. Absolute of minus 20, what will be the result? It will be coming out to be 20. Absolute of minus 10, what will be the result coming out to be? That will be coming out to be equals to 10. But here we have got one more minus sign. So this sign will be not be getting affected by the absolute condition. Absolute is helpless in this matter. So what will happen? It will not be able to convert this negative sign to a positive sign. So this will be kept as it is. I will be applying the absolute rule from here to here, and I will be getting the result what? The number 10. And that this 10 will be followed by, will be annexed by minus sign. So the final results comes out to be equals to minus 10. I suppose it must be very much clear. This is a very important question and it comes in the exam many times. So children, you are not supposed to do any mistake while solving it.